Hello everybody, Hotpost here. I will be showing you a very simple tutorial on how to create a lava power system using magmatic engines. And this is a smart system, which means it's going to turn itself off when it doesn't need power and turn itself on when it needs power. And also, I'm going to be showing you as an optional thing you could do how to add that bar up on the top left that displays your power in the redstone energy cell. So I'm going to do a little demonstration here. Let's say right now it's not using any power, or not much. So let's say I wanted to make some raw plastic. I will go about that. It's going to start using power, and it's going to start pumping it whenever it needs to. You're going to see that once again right here. Should be in a couple seconds. Come on. There we go. Alright, so this is what the tutorial is going to be about. I'm going to hop into a creative flat world, and I'm going to show you how to do this. Alright, I am in the creative flat world, just for testing purposes. The first step to creating the magmatic engine power system is obviously to go into the nether and get yourself a large supply of lava. So to do this, you will need 2 levers, 4 redstone engines, 1 endothermic pump, some dye of your choice, 2 ender tanks, which one will be used later, and possibly some building blocks in case you need some. So the first step is obviously to hop into the nether, and once you are in, your first step is to try and find a very, very large pool of lava. This will obviously help in the long run, since, sorry about that, since you're going to be probably using this a lot. Wow, this is the most terrible spawn ever. Alright, well, I'm going to go off camera, find a large lava pool, and I will be back. Alright guys, I have found a lava pool right here, and as you can see on the minimap, this is huge, and it will last you a very, very long time. So, the first step is to create yourself a small platform where you will put all of your machinery. Technically, you can make this 3x3 because that's all it needs, but I'm just going to make it 5x5 here so we have a little bit more working space. And the endothermic pump does not need to be exactly over lava. It can be over some blocks, and it will get the adjacent lava blocks. So this is not 5x5. Hold on a second. Here we go, just like that. Alright, so now you can place down your endothermic pump. If you really want to, you can actually put it over lava, but that's really nothing that you need to do, because it's not really like the other pumps that actually go and reach for lava down at the bottom. Then what you're going to want to do is attach redstone engines. This is going to provide it enough power for it to run. If you're really concerned about power, you can hook up a magmatic engine with liquid ducts and going straight back to it. But of course that would need a jump start, whereas this does not. So what you're going to want to do is then shift click the ender tank up here, and then you're going to want to, if you're playing on a server, you're probably going to want to color these something that people won't use. If not, you can leave this blank, or you can do whatever you want. I'm just going to put red here. Then what you're going to need to do is obviously turn on the engines, and soon enough, as of course these are a little bit slow at first, but once this thing gets enough power, you should see lava start showing up in this tank. And this endothermic pump does not need a chunk loader, because this is its own chunk loader. It's going to load only the chunks it needs, and that's about it. As you can see, there's a stone block here. This is what the endothermic pump does. As it uses up lava, it turns it into stone. This is to reduce lag, especially on servers. So this is great. So now that you have this set up, you'll see that the lava is slowly starting to fill up, but as these redstone engines get faster to its peak speed, it's going to fill up fast enough to follow with your engines. So I will go back into the overworld, and I will see you there. Alright, now that the first step is done, it's on to the second step, which is actually creating the whole thing. So, oops, just let me get myself a wrench. I just noticed I'm missing one. Here we go. Alright, so obviously to create these items, these magmatic engines, redstone energy cells, and these energy conduits and things like that, you will need to have access to the thermal expansion machines, which is pretty much most of them. If you ever need a tutorial on how to use those, just search it up on YouTube, or I'll post one later maybe. And yeah, that's about it. So these magmatic engines, you can have as much as you like. This system is infinitely expandable, so that's pretty cool. But usually you probably won't need more than 10 or 12. For demonstrating purposes, I'll put 12, my mistake, on, like, for the same one I had in my other setup. So what you're going to need is, I believe, is a 7 by 5. You'll see why you'll need this later. This is just really if you want to encase it. If not, you could probably build this underground or something like that. Anyways, so once you have this, the first step is going to be placing the ender tank. Now, what you're going to want to do is, first of all, you're going to want to place some redstone energy conduits all around here. And this is what your magmatic engines are going to connect to. So, we are going to connect them like so. This is, yeah, that's 6. Alright. Now, you got to make sure that these redstone energy conduits aren't facing towards the engines, because then you won't get any power to go in here. And the reason there's one that sticks out a little bit more is because if I were to take this out and place the redstone energy cell here, it will not work, because you see these are connected together and you can't really change them one at a time. It changes both, so it'll never be storing power in the redstone energy cell that way. So what you want to do is extend it out one more and place it here. Now it will go inside the redstone energy cell. So let's place the other ones right here, and this usually tends to happen a couple of times, so just use a wrench to change them sides. So now once you have that, now this is a really simple setup. They're all going to be pumping inside here. It's going to go into the redstone energy cell. Now to get the lava into the engines, same way, except you just place it like this. Now these don't need to have any wrenching, because they'll just work like this, so that's perfectly fine. And then you are going to want to place your ender tank like so, and since I color-coded it, since I color-coded it, I'm going to place it here, and you'll see the lava gets in. Now you want to make sure, if you want this to output, you're going to want to turn the knob here. Now you see this is going in, and this is already starting to fill up. So technically you would be done, but if you want to add extra functionality, like it automatically turning off after it's, while it's not being used, this is where the next part comes in. You are going to want to put a, I believe you need an Antarctic gate and a cobblestone structure pipe. So you're going to want to get one of those, place that up on top here. And then you are going to need some red net cable. Let's see. I'm doing this in the Unleashed pack, by the way, so I don't know if this is going to work for all of the packs. So this is mainly for Unleashed. I'm going to try and put that in the description. And we're just going to place it for now. We're going to configure the gate later. So we're going to place them like so. Like that. Alright, so. Oh, yeah, we need to connect these as well. Let's not forget that. So get them here. Now I'm just doing this really quick, so this might not be the most efficient way to do it. Yeah, hold on, let's bring this down here. Actually, no. I really don't know how I want to do this. Okay. Let's place it like this, so it's going to be a little bit easier. Now, it doesn't matter if it's connecting to the liquid ducts, it really won't do anything. So, as long as it connects to the magmatic engines like this, you're fine. So now, what we need to configure it to is, if the energy is full, you want it to turn on a redstone signal. Now, what this is going to do is, it's going to turn off all these engines if the power is full. So let me get myself a full redstone energy cell to show you how this works. If I place it there, it's full. Now the engines have stopped. So that's how that works. So that's pretty simple. Alright, and of course if I were to use power from this, it would start up again and stop as soon as the thing is full. Now of course this tank is not being filled up because the redstone energy... Wow, there's just so much stuff with redstone. The redstone engines are still being warmed up, so this is not filling up at its full capacity. And what you want to do, if you want to have portable energy, of course you just get yourself an energy tesseract, and you're going to want to place it right here. So of course then you want to configure it. If you're on a server, you might want to make that owner only. Set this to 1, let's say main power. I'm just setting it up exactly as I have it. There we go. So now whenever you want power somewhere else in your world, what you're going to want to do is place down an energy tesseract, make it owner only, click on that, and click on that, and now you can connect your energy conduits to your machines or whatever, and you're going to have the power from there. So the next step, if you want, this is completely optional, is to connect it to a computer that will detect the amount of energy inside this redstone energy cell. So what you're going to want to do is get yourself a computer, and you're going to need terminal glasses and a terminal glasses bridge. So once you have those two, you got to place the computer down here and the terminal glasses bridge over here. That's just the way I have it in the code. So then you're going to want to right click the terminal glasses with the terminal glasses bridge. It's going to give you a unique key, and for some reason I'm already wearing these. Alright, so now that you're wearing them, you won't see anything because there's nothing coded yet. Now this is where I'm gonna come in and help you guys. I have created my friend has created a very simple code that detects how much is in the redstone energy cell and outputs it on the top left of your screen. So I have a pastebin link actually ready. Pastebin get. Oh, okay. So I had the whole thing. All right. This, and you're gonna want to name this the startup. I'll tell you why later. There we go. Now it's downloaded as startup. Now the reason you want it to be set to startup is if you're on a server and it crashes or something like that, as soon as the server is back up, this is going to go on and you're gonna have it in the top left. So if you made it as a regular program, let's say power or something, server went down, it's gonna go back up. It's not automatically gonna launch the power program. So now we're gonna reboot the computer, and there we go. We have the redstone energy cell power in the corner. Now of course this is changeable, but I'm not gonna be showing you how to do this. And so if I got myself a redstone energy cell, a regular one, and saw it to see it fill up. Now, of course, it's going to stop the program because I got rid of it. So technically, you're not supposed to do that. So there we go. Now it's filling up. This is a little bit bugged for the red bar, but basically the red bar means that you're low on power. But it will be filling up, and as it fills up, it's going to turn slowly more and more green. And once it's full, it's going to be like that. Alright, so this is pretty much the whole setup. Technically, I don't really need this right here. So it's technically a 4x8, which is really the max. So that's pretty much the whole thing. Now the rest you can do yourself. Like let's say you want to encase it like I did. Whoa, block not showing up here. So if you want to encase it like I did, you just basically do this. I have it extended out right here, and then I have some clear glass afterwards. But that's pretty much it. So this is the whole setup. And if you have any extra questions, leave them down in the comments, and I'll try and answer all of them. So this has been an easy tutorial on how to set up lava power. My name is Hotpost, and I will see you next time.